It's been a kind of, I'm not gonna say no rough start, but I'm just now getting into it. But as of right now, I'm just pursuing this law degree and everything that comes with this class.
Law degree.
Now,
Look at these men.
Yes, sir.
Did you
Law
two
degree.
meet at law school?
law
Did y'all know
We
each other
met
before?
in law school.
Really?
And what
Yeah.
law school do you go to?
Thurgood Marshall.
All right.
TSU.
Texas Southern University.
Yes,
So-
sir. Shout out to them, man.
You guys meet at law school, and then y'all just decide, hey, there's not enough work here at law school, so let me start a class.
It's kind of crazy because a lot of the people that we mess with, we found out we had a lot of mutual friends in Houston and
Rez ain't
Sam
gonna
as
say that.
well. And
Okay.
we was in the same section, and as we kind of talked to each other, we found out a commonality was music. We had some of the same taste in music and same ideals. But we always talked about we was gonna link up, we was gonna do something. So that first year, we kind of both, gave each other the runaround just a little bit. But that second year, we was like, man, we said we was gonna do
We took a
something. We got a
couple
little bit
years.
closer, and we actually sat down and started thinking of some ideas. And this was one of the things we recognized in the Houston industry that needed to be addressed. Like there wasn't, we felt like adequate representation of all the talent that Houston has.
Yeah.
And we came up with this idea of classroom concerts, and it kind of just rolled. And everything that I've been a part of or said something in, like I've said, it's really been God and God given.
That's
like
good.
all our steps and stuff like that, because we, it just continued to open up doors that we didn't think were that accessible to us at the point.
Mm-hmm.
They were opening up like as if it was already planned and destined for us to step into this moment. So just that was, it came easily. We just started this last February
The
this
first
year.
show was in March.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's around the time we started too. But yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
That's crazy.
Didn't even know. We
Yeah.
should have talk to your family.
Exactly. Rez not
Talk
gonna
to your
say that.
family.
Yeah.
Speaking of family, Rez talking about how we had connections and Rez rapping running Rez family.
Yeah.
His
My
brother
brother's
is
Ray P.
Yeah, Ray P.
Wait, your brother's a huge star.
Man, look. Shout
Really?
out to
Your brother's
P.
Ray P.
Shout out to Sauce Walka Pro. Shout out to all them.
Shout
Yeah.
out Mike
What?
Red.
Everybody has that reaction.
Yo,
and
your
then
brother's
they look
not a
at us,
local
they're like,
person.
Oh, y'all look like twins now that
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
about it.
Now that I think
Yeah,
about
now you
Yeah.
look. Okay.
I
Okay.
just found out after the first show that Ray was Red's brother, and I've been knowing Ray and Mike, but me and Red's been knowing each other almost 2 years at that point, and I didn't even know. That was his
You
brother.
was just keeping it a
You,
secret.
you a G for that one, not just being like out here with a shirt on.
Yeah, I gotta get
going
into
to
these
strip
doors
clubs.
by my
I'm Ray P's little brother.
Hey, I was doing that though. I was in Tote Bar and all that.
I'm about to
16
say.
and
No, wait a minute. That means when y'all were playing in the first one and y'all sitting up here playing out a rap concert, you were just sitting there quiet, like he's like, "Dog, we got to get Sauce Walka." Somebody, you just sitting there like, "Yeah,
My
we
brother.
should."
Yeah.
No, I mean it made sense how he came on and when he came on. So I had more
That's
to
what's
offer
up,
than
man.
that.
No, that's dope. That's dope.
Ray and Mike came out and performed at the last show. They came out and performed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ray, I was waiting on Rez to say like, "Hey, bro, when we gonna put my brother on the show?" Like, yeah, my brother on the-
Just patiently waiting.
Yeah,
Like, ask me. I'm ready.
Yeah, like,
It had to make sense. It had to make sense.
That's good. I understand on both fronts. Yeah.
Now, you were you're reaching out to rappers. What is their perception? And then when they come and perform, what are some of the things they're saying just at the performance? Because this is it's different performing there for classroom concerts. Like you said, it's like an unplugged kind of thing.
yeah. Well, you mean a perception like when we hit them up with the first thing they say, "Oh, that sound dope," and then you don't hear back from them.
Here's my manager's number. Now,
Man,
man.
let me sitting in there.
I love for somebody to have a manager be like contact my manager, and I go to it and it look like somebody who professional. Because if it just look like one of their partners, I'm about to have just as much of a hard time dealing with them as I would the artist directly.
Or like we were saying when they like it would say send all inquiries to my booking email, and you send it to them and nothing happened.
Oh, I don't even
but then
check
you
that.
run into them and they're like, "Oh no, just shoot me a DM." I'm like, "Why'd you have a booking email?"
Yeah.
But it's cool. It's cool.
But surprisingly though, I mean, with our first episode, Sauce was welcoming and wanting to work with us as far as getting everything down. But since then, everybody mentions that Sauce episode what they seen on there.
That's why we
they like, man, it's such a good idea. We believe in it. And then when they get there, it's like even more a surprise because they're like, man, this looks dope. Like they see the set and how it's classroom and like everybody from Propain, it was like, man, this is a great setup. We really appreciate this experience.
That's what I didn't say about booking Sauce. Probably my number 1 or 2 reason was like just not only thinking about just in business, like starting, especially the internet, social media stuff where we at YouTube, starting a business, you just don't look at like, oh, bam, I'm about to make money right off the top. It's like, what can I do to not only, especially because I'm dealing with entertainment, what can I do not only to attract the audience out, but to attract other artists? Mm-hmm. And other artists want to be associated with somebody who's doing so. They usually don't want to be associated with people that they feel are beneath them.
Absolutely.
They want to feel
Absolutely.
like somebody. So going after Sauce for the first show to kind of set a standard of like,
oh yeah,
this is, hey guys, this is what we're trying to do for the city. Like, look at this. And the way it made Sauce look, I think if we had somebody else on the first show, we probably wouldn't even thought we had as great of an idea as we think it is now, just because I think he really showed us a lot about what. Oh, we were like, oh, we do want more talking. Okay, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
that's
exactly what we want.
he really like showed you guys some layers,
man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even get in touch with Sauce Walka.
Sauce being a real H-Town cat, I reached out to the person in his booking inquiry. And
sometimes it works.
It was his uncle. Uncle, cool people, man. Shout out to Big Unc, man. Cool dude. Reached out to them. Actually, no, I talked to his daddy first. And then I talked to his uncle. But his pop man, his daddy, real cool dude. They came out to the show. That she was asking people perception of the show. And his daddy, Sauce's daddy, loved the idea from the beginning. I think even more than Sauce did until Sauce got there. And even when Sauce got there, his daddy eyes, like, they sat on the side of the stage and just looked with mouth open, like, in amazement the whole time. Like, you can tell he was proud. Like, man, like, this is my son. Like, I don't see him at Sauce other shows he doing.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But that he was at that show and, like, loved every minute. They was sitting there. Him and his uncle came out. And they just sat there the whole show, like, in amazement.
Because it makes the audience focus on the rapper and what they say. I mean, it's rappers be on stage all the time and they're performing or whatever. But this isn't like a rapper on stage with 20 people in the club where people are dancing. This is a performance. So it's a real focus. And you're out there. Like, I would say you're out there more than a regular show. Like, it's just you.
Band have you naked out there too.
Yes.
Plus, I mean, without like the deep, like, standing up crowd participation, because like
people sitting down,
they not gonna tell you to put your hands up.
Yeah,
like, because nobody is. They just looking.
And ladies 30 plus, you can come to the show and sit down. Like, you ain't gotta stand up on your feet. Hey fellas,
if you're a big fan of the sitting,
bring it. Bring your
big fan of the sitting, boy.
That's what it is.
Bring your ladies out on a date, man. She enjoy.
Let's show Dante Higgins.
Friend of the show, Dante Higgins,
our first guest. We went. That's the show that we went to, the Dante show,
for sure.
And y'all filmed a few things out at that time. But Dante's also one of those people that gets up and tells his story.
Yeah,
and then he raps and then he tells more story.
I swear I'm everybody, bro, when they want something.
This mix sound way better.
Yeah. Check. People always got their hands out, mouths open, and my car only got a couple miles on it. And I just wanna roll through the hood without none of my people plotting on me. Pocket checking, trying to see what's in my bank account. That's why you broke, you ain't got nothing else to think about. Times is hard, and I'm just trying to get it, but it seems like all I ever do is give it. Man, I had to pay for niggas' women, pay for people's children. It feels like I'm losing when I'm winning, but I'm winning in the worst way. Every day is work day. I done bought bottles for niggas on my birthday. They ain't even going they pocket. That's when rotted. When I'm dead broke, I can't even find them. Gotta keep these roaches from arriving, so my new favorite line is I ain't got it.
No, I love that. And then it's like
I ain't
he
got
had
it.
a whole
man.
speech leading up into it
Yeah.
where he talked about
man.
like, yo, I got a homeboy that go to jail every year.
Oh,
And
man.
be
He
like,
was-
yo.
He
You
was
got me?
perfect for the show.
No, he
man.
was absolutely
Oh, bro,
perfect.
Man, perfect. It was made for but when Dante was like, "Oh, I'm there." Before I could even finish sending him a DM, like Dante was like, "Yeah, I'm there." Like, man, like, oh, man. He was like, "Man, I love it. I love what y'all doing." Like, and Dante being a lyricist, you know, and Dante he's very not only passionate, but he's very technical about his rapping and like he go and then working with Charity. Them I know Charity is producer, like, and they started God Level with I forgot the other guy's name, but man, yeah, they doing crazy things over there. And to put in him with that live band, it was just like, bro,
The
He
live
came
band
well
with him was
prepared.
perfect.
man,
And he always show up well prepared.
Yeah.
Everything
He
ready to go.
On time or
he
early.
don't miss a lyric,
No.
bro.
Nah.
Man, he was
don't
chomping at the
miss
bit.
a lyric, bro. He like he say, bro, just let me know. I'll be there. I'm rapping. And to be honest, we got to edit it out. He didn't even practice with the band.
No, he said, he said that at the
several
beginning of the
times.
show.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm gonna see how this go, and then I was like,
Man.
I don't know how
But
this
we
gonna
wasn't-
go.
nah,
But he popped right in.
He didn't
Dante
miss a
is
beat.
probably the one of the few artists that's not a singer that can just go
Oh, yeah.
straight with the band. Like, and I
yeah.
didn't even think about it because I know he can rap, and I didn't see him do. If you can do acapella, then the band just
Oh yeah,
help
yeah.
you out. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
Like
Now how'd y'all choose your band members? Because the band is cold.
family, actually. Like, I
All family.
Yeah.
I married into something great. You know? Like, man, like, nah.
And she married something great too.
Oh, man.
'Cause we met our other cousin too. Like what? I play for.
We met
classic
him at a
cousin.
dinner,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Yo, he's like, I drum." I was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." And then we just sitting there talking to him about it. And he goes, "Yeah, man, I drum for Classroom Concerts. I do the music out there." I go, "Oh, that's dope. Our cousin do Classroom Concerts." He goes, "Oh, okay."
It's like a
He
joke.
goes, "Well, our cousin, she married the guy he married in the family. He do the Classroom Concert." He goes, "Well,
That's
my
our cousin."
That's what, he goes,
Yeah.
I said, "Dog, we cousins?"
Yeah.
Like,
That's what it is.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh,
Shout
okay."
out to Marvin though.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Again,
Shout out
Boy,
to
man.
Marvin, who's gonna be on the show.
who will be on the
DJ,
show?
who will be on the
Who
show.
will be on the
Go
show?
DJ, Mr. Drum.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
Hey, honestly, not even just being my fam, I think he the best drummer in the city.
Oh,
as
he
far
really
as
is.
Yeah.
Man.
as
We've
what
been
I've
following the
seen.
stuff now,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
He showed me.
And he has like Rez before the was the first show. Rez was like, man, with the band, like man, what's going on? Like we gonna be
Yeah, I was worried.
I say, bro, I have full trust in Marvin. Like,
I was about to say, what's that transition for some of the rappers going from the track to live band?
I will. Sauce was surprised.
That's for sure. I was gonna say we gonna keep it real. on here
Okay,
for sure.
okay.
Sauce was very surprised. Like, oh man, like Sauce kept saying during the show, like, I just freestyle. I freestyle. Like, I freestyle my lyrics, and just boys used to having lyrics behind their performances, like the words going with you, and like I feel like any artist that's like especially lyricists, like you kind of learn like that track don't really help you as much. You go to a lot of concerts, you don't hear the track behind them just like that.
Yeah.
You make the microphone and the sound big enough in your voice, and that way people can feel exactly what you're saying and doing, not just hearing the track like I'm listening to the radio. I came to the concert because I want to feel you.
Yeah.
And so that's what people, some people are kind of, but you get people like Dante, people like,
Jazz Anderson did a great
Jazz,
job
yeah,
with the
Jazz,
band,
not
and she didn't have much.
yeah.
She really did.
Much
Jazz.
practice as well.
Yeah.
She was like a true artist. She just hopped onto the beat and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, started to even control the band as the performance started to go.
Really did.
Jazz
So
Anderson.
you know, to kind of combat that, we implemented a rehearsal with the band so people kind of get a feel for it, and
Yeah.
you know, it's not all new or a shock, but most of the time people have made adjustments. And with our most recent show, having that rehearsal, it shows like with Propain and Doman.
Oh man,
Man, like they they're much more comfortable. They're like riding the beat. They're controlling the band. They're having full hands-on creativity with it, like where it cuts off and everything. So, you know, that's where we got, and we had to learn, like kind of trial by error, just kind of what we need to do better in preparing and everything. And that's what's worked for us so far.
It's worked pretty good, y'all. Y'all are figuring it out on the fly, but it looks amazing.
But yeah, definitely shout out to Marvan because he pulled together the other band members that we
He's our music director.
Yeah, so we trust him.